Hello and welcome to Parrot Show Achievers Corner. My name is Peter Owinan and I'm here with a very special person.
Many people refer to him as the media guru of Nigeria.
Everyone knows him, but we've always seen him on TV. But now he's here in Ireland. He is Chief Dr. Reymond Dokpesis, the chairman of the DAD Communication. Hi Chief, you are welcome to Parrot Show and welcome to Ireland.
Thank you very much.
But for the benefit of our viewers, who actually is Reymond Dokpesis?
Born on the 25th of October 1951 at Ibadan. I had my early primary school at Ebenezer African Church School, Ekutedo, Ibadan, and thereafter proceeded to Loyola College, Ibadan, where we were brought up to be the best in whatever we do, and proceeded from Loyola College, Ibadan, to Immaculate Conception College, Benin City. Had a little bit of stint at what is now University of Benin. It was then Midwest Institute of Technology, MIT, and from there I got the Nigerian Post Authority scholarship to go to University of Southampton. From the University of Southampton, I was later directed to proceed to Poland for my first degree, master's and doctorate, and I finished at the University of Gdańsk with a PhD in marine engineering economics, and came back to Nigeria, worked very briefly at the Nigerian Post Authority before I was seconded to the Federal Ministry of Transport. Was at the Federal Ministry of Transport until I proceeded to what was then Gongola State to coordinate the campaigns for Alhaji Bamanga Tukur. Took office there as Chief of Staff until we were kicked out by the military in the coup, and we left. By the time we left there, I had no other choice but to do what I'd been trained all my life to do, that is in shipping. So together with Chief M.K. Wabiola, the late General Yaradua, Alhaji Bamanga Tukur, we set up Africa Ocean Lines, and after setting up Africa Ocean Lines, operated the company. I think that was up till 1988, 89, when we decided to set up. There was the clash of the titans, as it were then, that is amongst the shareholders of Africa Ocean Lines over the presidency of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. Chief M.K. Wabiola wanted to be president, General Yaradua wanted to be president, and we had that political crisis, and from there onwards we moved on. I set up Baldock Shipping Lines that was involved in bulk carriage of consignments and so on, and we left from there until 1993-94, when government deregulated broadcasting and had the rare privilege of operating the first private radio station in the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Ray Power, and then went ahead to develop television. And today we have both terrestrial TV on a nationwide basis, as well as the DASAT, which is the platform, like we have the Biscay B here. We have about 53 channels running on that. We have started streaming also television over internet protocol across the whole world. So I think by and large, we've tried to consolidate and build on what technology has been able to provide in broadcasting. That briefly, I would say, is the story of Reymond Dokpesis.
Okay, thank you very much, sir. I would say that you are my role model looking through your biography, but before I come to that, I just want to say congratulations over the birth of your Princess Catherine. I spoke to a number of your friends and they all said that she's a special child. Why do they say that?
Well, by the grace of God, the child came in at a time that was very remarkable in my life. The child came up after a long wait for the mother, and there's no doubt whatsoever that the mother has not only been a wife to me, she's been one of my very, very best friends. We share quite a lot of closeness with her. And what would life be without the blessing of something to concretize and place on permanent platform the relationship? And that's what catering represents.
Okay. Once again, congratulations to you, son. Look through your biography, and I said, no, this is somebody I will live to admire. And if one day I can be like him, that would be, I would have achieved most of my lifelong ambition. Because I did see one thing there, where you said, my mother sold akara to see us through school. Could you tell us briefly the story again about your mom selling akara to see you through school?
Well, essentially, let me say that my prayer is that...
Because everybody believes that Chief Reymond Dokpesis is a millionaire, and that's where it ends. They don't know that he has gone through the, hurdles trying to survive.
My prayer actually is that not only should you be like me, that you should surpass whatever my achievements in life. That life be more prosperous, be much more rewarding to you in all your endeavors. But simply, the story is very simple. My mother I come from a very poor background. Some people say that it should not be said that way, but I believe that the level of the poverty index in the country clearly shows that there is no rich person in the country. We are all very poor, and I came from a very poor background where my mother naturally, at Ikotedo Ibadan, was selling dodo and akara in front of Central Hotel in Ibadan. And by the time she moved to Benin, she was selling rice in the market, raw rice, and then when there was a little bit of improvement, she had to sell in the Ministry of Agriculture cooked rice. And that is all. She was stark illiterate. She was not educated. And my father also, at his very best, was a chief clerk. In those days, we thought that being a chief clerk, that was quite a big position and so on, until I entered the service myself and discovered that the chief clerk is only the head of the clerks and is just at the rock bottom. Within those levels, I think one will be very grateful to God for the courage that they put in and the efforts they made to really ensure that one had education at whatever level it was. But the major lesson from that is the fact that it is possible for you to achieve whatever you set your mind on. That the situation and environment was conducive at that time. That it was not important whose child you were, but that if you read properly, if you study properly, you will get somewhere. Those are the values we are saying we want to get back to in Nigeria, that we have lost along the way. That today it is only the children of the rich men that are appointed or are given opportunities and so on. But we, the children of the ordinary people, can no longer come to that, and we have to bring back the country to that level. That the child, whether it's the child of the rich man or the child of the poor man, as long as it's a brilliant child, that we can support him with scholarship, we can support him with, can give him all the necessary assistance to still make them successful in life.
But do you see, from the way things are going in Nigeria, do you see any sign that we are coming back to that time?
We derailed. We derailed in a number of ways, including this. And I do think that very gradually we have to go back to where we missed the way. And unless we do that, we cannot be a strong nation. These values must be returned. There must be equity, there must be justice, there must be fairness in the treatment of every citizen of that country. Well, we are almost there. We are prepared. We have acquired the most sophisticated equipment in any part of the world to be able to produce the games. As it's been envisaged that nothing less than 500 million people across the world will watch those games. We have acquired high-definition trucks, high-definition cameras, production facilities, and so on. Topmost world-class equipment that can be used for that. And by the grace of God, when the game starts on the 24th of October this year, we should be up and running. And we hope that we shall make Nigeria very proud. We definitely will be able that we don't have any challenge. What we are, according to our plans, we are going to have 3 parts of sending the signals across the whole world. We are going from each of the stadia, we are getting signals over satellite, we are getting signals over fiber optic, we are getting signals through microwave. So there are 3 parts, so there'll be no blackout by the special grace of God. Well, you know, there has been an economic meltdown, and in the country as a whole, all stocks in the stock exchange suffered losses of between 60 and 80%. And it is just now that we are trying to, the economy is some sort of responding back. These rates are just experiencing some upward movement right now, and I think that by and large we should be quite fine.
So everything is, apart from there's optimism now that everything will be okay.
We very much hope so. And the Nigerian Stock Exchange has undergone quite a lot of restructuring, reordering, and the effects of it are showing gradually. At the present moment, we run a national network of radio stations across the whole Federal Republic of Nigeria. We have about 28 radio stations across the country. We have television stations, there are about 24, 25 stations now operational across the country. We have, that is AIT, we have also AIT transmitting to the UK, that's a different stream, AIT UK. There's another stream going to the US. There's another stream going to the United States of America, going to the Far East. There is another stream that is meant for Africa and a different stream that is meant for Nigeria. We have also on top of that, on DASAT, we have about 53 channels that are running, including the AIT Movie Star, AIT News, the AIT, so there are about 53 different other channels that we run. And then we also stream the signals over internet protocol now, IPTV, so you can have your laptop anywhere you are and then access AIT as it were.
Okay. I know there's a cable system in Nigeria now called DASAT.
Yes.
That it just started.
That's direct to homes. It was commissioned October 7th last year.
For the benefit of viewers who might want to have it in their houses, how do they go about it?
Well, it's essentially an Africa or an Africa-based district. So all they need to do is to definitely subscribe to it, and you have the decoder, you have which is in complete high definition.
Can they do that online?
Oh, sure, completely online. You can do that online. In point of fact, from Baduma Hills, we control the signals that are going to the US, that are going to the US and are going to the Far East, and we collect using credit card, using direct payments over there to be able to activate the decoders that are operated for the systems.
Finally, High Chief, I believe that if not all, that you've achieved almost all. But do you think after all that you have achieved, there's still that challenge that still need to be conquered? That's burning desire that this I have not been able to do and I want to do it.
Life is a continuum, and you face, there are new challenges, there are new developments on daily basis, and as those developments come in, it is incumbent on everybody to endeavor to attain those levels as they unfold. I'm not able to tell you today what is going to happen by this evening because I'm not God. But as far as technology is concerned, we can more or less see the trend. We are already moving towards Blu-ray. Our studios are in Nigeria wired in Blu-ray already, in preparation of the acceptance of Blu-ray technology now that 5-10 years. Don't forget, Nigeria will be celebrating 50 years of television in Africa, in Nigeria. Chief Obafemi Awolowo started it way back in 1959. So it will be 50 years, but we want to make sure in that competitions we're at least able to meet with the world standards. So by October, when you come in, you'll be able to see the transmissions completely in Blu-ray and high definition.
So there's a big challenge to overcome.
By the grace of God.
Okay. I end with asking you, sir, your happiest moment in life.
I've had very many happy moments, and that one of my happiest moments is what you witnessed in the last few days, the bundle of joy that Tosin gave to me.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
Well, viewers, that has been the High Chief, Chief Reymond Dokpesis, the chairman of the Dark Communication himself. On that note, we've come to the end of Parrot Show Achievers Corner. Please join us next week when we bring you another exciting edition of Parrot Show.